And I appreciate my colleague from California, Mr. LaMalfa, from being here this evening. And I think you're the first person, certainly tonight, and the other night we had a discussion from California to be here. So I appreciate you coming. Love to hear what you think about where we're at and what we need to do.
Well, I thank my colleague, Representative Hartzler from Missouri, for having this tonight, for allowing me to be part of it. So I join her in my grave concern for the crisis that's happening at our southern border. I agree with our president that it's a humanitarian and national security crisis. It's been ignored for far too long. And being from California, I can name 3 names just right off the top of my head that are the sign of our porous borders and the tragedy we've seen from them. We all remember Kate Steinle, killed in San Francisco with her family. Jamil Shah from Southern California, needlessly killed. And as Ms. Hartzler mentioned most recently, Ranil Singh from Central California, police officer, as she mentioned, the right way, his family, and serving in honor to help keep our streets safe, all mowed down by illegal immigrants in our country. Now, some will downplay this. Some downplay the necessity of a strong fence at our southern border. The areas of our border that have already have barriers are significantly better at preventing illegal trafficking. In San Diego, illegal traffic has decreased by 92% since a physical barrier was constructed back in 1992. There's few situations where I can think of where 92% isn't seen as a win and as effective. The fact is that these barriers work. There's long stretches of our southern border where even more sturdy fences would be very effective. But many of my Democrat colleagues seem to know this, but they're apparently more interested in obstructing this president than in reaching a compromise to reopen our government, secure our border, and provide disaster funding to the West Coast and the southern states. Now, this is only a few years after passionate speeches by major Democrat leaders and the votes to back it up. We see, again, Mrs. Clinton, President Obama, Senator Schumer, as well as President Bill Clinton right at this dais a few years ago, passionately speaking about the need for this. It's about giving Border Patrol agents the tools they need to be successful in protecting our nation's sovereignty from gun running, human trafficking, and the mass flow of high-risk drugs, as so eloquently outlined by Ms. Hartzler, by these violent gangs that have free access to our borders. The complete and total lack of negotiation by Democrat colleagues is telling. They're not happy to reopen the government. They're just fine with our porous border the way it is. I guess, does this poll well? I believe the overwhelming majority of Americans are not happy with it. They want solutions for border security, for the coyotes that are preying on those that are seeking passage in this country, unspeakable things that happen to women in these crossings by these coyotes and others that take advantage of them. Is that compassion? Legal entry we seek for people that seek work permits, for agriculture and other work needs. A DACA solution that we can all come to the table and find common ground on. So indeed, real negotiations need to happen in good faith to reopen our government and secure our border, as is our duty to our sovereign nation that we swear an oath to protect. I yield back. Thank you.